Yeah.
He had this whole group of people, and he had this thing called the Amazing Show, and it's like MythBusters has been there, and like all these other groups of people who are trying to disprove things. Trey Parker, Matt Stone, the MythBusters guys, like all these people who are interested in understanding that magic isn't real, it's just trickery. Mm-hmm. He was the main dude. So he dies, and his little thing hasn't been held. His little summit, the Amazing Randy Skeptic Society or whatever it was called, it disappeared like 8 years ago. And so now there's this thing where now there's all this stuff happening, but the voice of skepticism is no more. So there's nobody out there saying, oh, that's a crock of shit. Here's why.
Yeah.
Okay. 10 minutes later, that's where I want to start, because what I've seen is the same thing that you've seen. So tell me, you sat down and you wanted me to talk about, so what do you want me to talk about?
Well, like, I think there's been a lot.
There's
been a lot of there's been a lot of like UFO stuff coming out, right? And like it's always been there.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just my algorithm on TikTok, right? Because I'm definitely on that side of TikTok lately. It's just a lot of UFO stuff. And I know that there was like a conference last week, I believe. There's a guy, I think his name is Dr. Greer. He's had he's done several shows or several documentaries on disclosure and what's kind of coming down the pipeline. But this was like, I think this one probably got the most attention.
And we're offline. Oh no, and we're back. Dude.
That one, one, I think this one's gotten the most attention.
Okay. Stephen Macon Greer, an American ufologist. Yeah, gotcha. Disclosure is the name of his show.
Yeah, so I think he's done several of them. I think he has got like maybe 3 or 4 in that series. But like I said, they had a conference like last week, and they had several people kind of talk, eyewitness accounts, former military.
In today's newsletter, a former U.S. official said the country has intact, quote unquote, intact alien vehicles.
Yeah.
And changing attitudes means some are taking the idea more seriously as the world continues to be engulfed in metaphorical and literal flames. Today's newsletter focuses on UFO. There's a lot of people talking about this.
Yeah. Like I said, I think
a little-known website called The Debrief reported the former intelligence officer David Grush said the U.S. government has possession of intact and partially intact alien vehicles, unlike previous whistleblowers who've dismissed or unhinged conspiracy theorists. Grush's impressive credentials, a veteran of the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, National Reconnaissance Office, and led analysis on unidentified anomalous phenomena. His claims were supported by Jonathan Gray, a current U.S. intelligence officer at National Air and Space Intelligence Center. All of these sound like made-up places. I work for the National Institute of Astronomy Astrologists.
I think what got me kind of back into this, because I've always been fascinated by it, right? But you see videos and stuff like. But did you see the one outside of Vegas just recently? You know what I mean, like where something landed or whatever.
Yeah. So okay,
and then the kid call into 911 or whatever.
Follow up to that. So the one in Vegas is specifically what I used when I was talking about this. I showed it to Jess. People are sitting outside. Green streak comes across the sky. An officer.
There's like a couple of videos of it.
An officer caught it on his body cam.
Catches it, and then a few minutes later,
And then supposedly there was a large explosion that was picked up on another Ring camera. Boom, boom, boom. Big explosion. Then there was the 911 call where they called in, and this guy says, hey, look, give me a second. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Here we go. Why talk about it? This is the beauty of the internet.
How to kill all mosquitoes in the area.
Jesus Christ, I'm so sick of that ad, dude. That's the beauty of the internet. Click on anything, and there's an ad about how to kill the mosquitoes.
Seen across the sky, now seen around the world. This, as our 8 News Now investigators confirm, Metro actually set up cameras at this home.
No, that's the follow-up. That's a follow-up.
Police in Las Vegas found themselves in the middle of a UFO mystery last month after an out-of-this-world 911 call.
Here we go.
They're like 9 foot, 10 foot tall. They look like aliens to us.